Just by looking in my rearview mirror, I could stare into his soul. I could see what he ate for breakfast. I could see what he did last summer. Hello, my friend. I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So I want to talk about something today that, quite frankly, I feel quite passionate about. I'll explain. I have had my license for... Sorry, maths. It's never been a strong point. 10 years now? I've had my license for 10 years now. My license to kill. I've had my driving license for 10 years now, which means I've had a decade worth of driving experience. Boy, do I feel old right about now. Where did time go? Where did time go? And in my years of driving, I've learned quite a few things. Mostly that there is, shall we call it, a discrepancy between what you learn when you're busy getting your license and driving in the real world. And a lot of it I had to learn the hard way, sadly. But I thought, I'll be nice. I'll share my tips with you. I'm going to give you a real world guide to driving Lego. This is the part of the video where I shamelessly promote my channel. So please subscribe to my channel. Remember to click the bell if you want to be notified of any videos coming up. And also hit the like if you like my video. You can hit the dislike if you don't like it. Please don't hit the dislike button. Let's talk about roundabouts and four-way stops. And if you are thinking to yourself, what the f is that? There's a very good chance you're Namibian, because we really don't do well with roundabouts and four-way stops, do we? It's our Achilles heel. It's the kryptonite to our Superman. It's been confusing Namibians since the beginning of time. I shit you not. So when you learn about driving and you learn about roundabouts and four-way stops, there are all these rules about who's supposed to go first and all of that, and that's nice and all, but not how it works in the real world. There are basically one of two ways it can work out for you at a four-way stop or a roundabout. Either it's a case of it's just a free-for-all. Everyone's just closing their eyes and flooring it and then hoping they don't smash into someone else. Or, my personal favorite, it gets really, really, really awkward.
2,000 years later.
So none of us going then? We're all just gonna stay here forever? Okay, so here's the thing. The rule that you would generally learn is that you should have more than a car's length of distance between you and the car in front of you. Not in the real world. In the real world, there's no such thing as a safe following distance. I actually remember that the one day I was driving and this guy behind me, he was driving so close that just by looking in my rearview mirror, I kid you not, I could stare into his soul. I could see what he ate for breakfast. I could see what he did last summer. In the real world, you try and get there, real up and close in that car's grill. That is very literal, I realize. It's like literally in the car's grill. Anyway, moving on. You just get right up in there. Can you even touch it? Just a smidge. Just touch it a little bit. When you're trying to get your license, they teach you that you need to drive safe to arrive alive. Not in the real world, fam. That's not how we roll in the real world. In the real world, I have noticed, it's not about arriving alive. It's about arriving ASAP. You floor on that pedal. You floor that pedal down, bro. You make sure you get where you need to go. And if it means you need to cause like 10 accidents on your way to work, it doesn't matter. You just make sure you get there. In the real world, it's not about arriving alive. It's about arriving barely alive. Now, actually, you know what? It's more of rather don't arrive at all than arrive 2 minutes later than you would have arrived if you weren't driving like an idiot. Now, I don't care who you are, where you're from, who you were brought up to be. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Driving changes you. My mom brought me up, if you don't have anything good to say, you shut the hell up. So I would never say anything bad to anyone. I was a nice person. I would never curse anyone. I was nice. And then I started driving. I have seen things. I have seen things that can't be unseen. Horrible things. And I'm not talking accidents. I'm talking about the way people drive. Point is, the road brings out a side of you that you probably didn't even know existed. Probably also a side that your mama ain't proud of. I know my mom wouldn't be proud of me. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I have said things to people on the road that still bothers me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may or may not have once told a person that I wanted to spit in her face. To be fair, I didn't say that to her face. I was like screaming it in my car with the windows up, so she didn't hear it. But I feel bad about it. Now onto the rule that pretty much trumps all of the rules that I've mentioned before. I feel like this is the one rule that if you kind of get this one under your belt, that is a saying, right? Under your belt. Sounds dodgy. Sounds like I'm making a dirty joke. I feel like if you get this rule and you understand it, then all of the others will kind of fall into place. And this was actually something that I first heard in one of Trevor Noah's comedy shows. He mentioned this about driving in Africa, and I was like, road rules aren't really rules. They are suggestions. Follow them, don't follow them. I feel like the motto on the road these days is you do you, boo. You do you. So there you go, my real world guide to driving. All I want to leave you with is it is a dog eat dog world out there. It's intense, it's tough. I'm just gonna say, may the G-force be with you. I can't even have a straight face while saying that. If there's like an opportunity for a pun joke, I will always go there. I enjoy a good pun. But that's it for today. Have a good one. Ciao.